All right, people. We got some more reports coming in. I'm sorry, I'm eating something. I got wild mother running all around, little squirrels, everything. All right, we're getting more reports on this whole JLR extravaganza. We're going to show you a little bit more on this. Now, as I always say on this channel, we have no idea if any of this is true. Could be speculations, theories. We all love JLR. He's like a superhero. How could this be? Right? That's what everybody. I'm shocked. Everyone is shocked. Let's check this out. You have to excuse me. I've been doing some chores. All right. So this is what the intel's coming in. One, deputies established portable or probable cause to arrest Jonathan Lee Richards, aka JLR, following reports domestic assault. All right, let's scroll down and see what's going on. This is just unreal. According to reports, deputies with the Collin County Sheriff's Office responded to a call at a residential or residence in Leavenworth. Leavenworth? I could barely see it. I'm sitting too far. The print's too small. I wonder if I can. Can I zoom in on that? That's my question. Can I make it bigger? Hold on. I can. All right. Let's get back over here. According to reports, deputies, we read that. After a woman identified as Jamie T. Phillips reported being assaulted during an argument the night prior. Upon arriving, deputies observed visual injuries, including brushing around or bruising around her eyes, marks on her nose consistent with a possible fracture, and additional injuries to her head and ribs. Wow. This is shocking. I wonder if this is true. The reports coming in are saying it's true. But on this channel, we can't say that until we see mugshots. All right, then it says Phillips Richards about content on his phone. She alleged that he became enraged and struck her multiple times with a closed fist. Wow. She further reported that during the assault, he took her phone as she attempted to call 911, made threats against her life. At one point, she may have briefly lost consciousness. Oh boy. Deputies documented her injuries through photographs and arranged for medical evaluation. Wow. Now that might be where she was at in the hospital, maybe. There's a lot of women upset over this. It's just horrible. The report also notes that Richard allegedly took multiple personal items, including her phone, in bags before leaving the scene. Authorities, well, that's robbery now. Attempt to locate him with early indications suggesting he may have remained in the area. However, oh boy, substantial information indicated he was traveling out of state on the run. Based on the victim's statements of observed injuries and collected evidence, deputies determined there was probable cause to arrest Richard on multiple charges, including second degree assault, harassment involving threats to kill, and interfering with the reporting of a domestic violence case. Wow. Well, and maybe threat or theft, right? Because he took stuff from the property. No, there's the incident report. Now there's the victim's name. We won't try not to show that. There you go, folks. More intel on that. We don't know on this channel if it's true, but it might make sense why Mrs. One of these ladies have been missing from his chat. So, what was on his phone? That's interesting. I mean, if it was porn, big deal. Also, other YouTubers, maybe fake accounts that he was using to lure people, maybe. Uh, it might be a group, a club, a gang. I know a lot of people like Mr. JLR. I think he's a great reporter, but we don't know behind closed doors. And this is, one of my mods pointed out that she heard something a while back, but I can remember 5 years ago, if not longer, when he was running with that Molly Go Lightly and Bullhorn Betty or whatever, that there was things going on there. Well, that was pretty interesting. So it's been a while. All right, folks, we will bring you more content once we know. Once again, we have no idea if any of this is real, made up, fake documents. We're not sure, a scam, or if it's real. I feel horrible for that little lady, whoever she is. Now, you folks have a great day. God bless. We'll be back with more intel on it. There's more coming out. So eventually we'll find out. So an incident occurred. From what the police officers or the victim is saying, is she confronted him about the things on his phone. We don't know what that was. And he got upset and hit her twice with a closed fist, fractured her nose, uh, took her phone and numerous bags so she couldn't leave. I mean, that's serious stuff. That's really serious stuff. And like I said, there's a lot of women upset about this. A lot of threats going around. A lot of women, you know, but when they show proof of police documentation like this. Hold on, let me show you. Like this stuff, that's pretty much real that there was a complaint filed. Um, and they want to make an arrest. If they haven't already, there might have been, but we haven't heard it. But police did say in that uh, letter released by the police that they're looking for him to make an arrest, and they believe that at first he was in that area, but after they did an investigation, they knew that he left that area and was on his way somewhere else traveling. And that's what they stated in there. Debbie Fox says, hey, if he was in prison before, why was he not arrested for this? He was in prison a long time ago, Debbie, for uh, uh, internet fraud. He was from what I was told, he was hacking bank computer systems and uh, he stole a lot of money. He did his time for that. I think he did 10 years or something. This was after he got out. This was just recently, actually. This was just in 2025 or the beginning of 2026, from what this documentation is showing. Just as it turned 2020, yeah, it was just getting ready to turn 2026. So this ain't but 4 or 5 months old. So that explains some stuff. Now we have no idea who the victim is. I just know that people were worried because Miss Magnolia has been missing from his chat. And we have no idea what the content was. Like I said, it could have been porn, which is, man, you know, depending on what kind of porn it was. Or it could have been fake account. He was using, it could be other women. Maybe he was chatting and talking with using other women to get info. Supposedly, he's in the racket of scamming people, banks and people. So maybe, I don't know. We can't say on this channel that that's true. We have no idea. We're just reporting it because it's became public now. And we still think JLR is a good reporter. Although he busted up some woman pretty good and threatened if she said anything, he'd kill her. Well, love will drive you crazy. Well, what you're not seeing is the victim, right? Because she's got and lawyers and stuff that are saying don't talk on YouTube. Which that's what a good lawyer would tell you. Don't even talk about it on YouTube. You can go on YouTube, but don't talk about the case. Right? Then again, she might be under witness protection. No, we're not slamming JLR. We don't know if any of this is true. That's why we're saying we have no idea. And JLR is still a great reporter. Uh, Now, if this is fake, get them for fraudulent uh, paperwork. It's against the law to make fraudulent stuff out, even if it's a cop. Uh, if it's fraudulent, then well, now we got them on. It's a racket. It's a scam. We even got them on the government's trying to set everybody up or something like that. So you just can't get a copy of a record and then fill it in with fraudulent stuff. That's fraudulent documentation. I imagine that's why we got so many innocent people being accused or whatever, locked up. Let me see what RC's saying. You see, they were bashing JLR, those scumbags in New York Post. And my boy, criminal network. Oh my God, it's horrible what we're finding now. It's just unbelievable. And I could probably overlook it if this was 10, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever. But being it was just a couple months ago, I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy if you ask me. I would never hit a woman. I would just be like, now it's over. You got, you know, politely. I wouldn't be rude about it. I don't think I would kick her out in the street. I would just be like, find a new place to live. Giving you this long. And then just walk away and start over again. Love hurts, but it ain't worth robbery charges and assault charges. We don't know the other side. The victim could have been into porn. JLR refused to make a porn with her, or whoever it is. I have no idea who the victim was. We were just worried about Miss Magnolia because everybody was saying she's missing, and the little crime-fighting dog Rowie was missing. Yeah, she's got one of them little tiny dogs that fit in her hand. It's crime-fighting dog. No, once he came up missing, we were kind of worried. That's all. We have no idea if any of this is true or who this victim is. We have no idea. Debbie says we do not want to go. She is not taking sides. Well, we're not taking sides here either. We're just reporting on and making content. That's all we're doing. I'm not taking sides on anything. We weren't there. We don't know what actually happened, but we know this much. There's a victim, nose busted, bruised ribs, very messed up. So someone got beat up. Whether what it was for, I have no idea. I'm not sure, but we'll get to the bottom of it here. Let me see what Debbie's saying. You can't throw these out. There are nothing else. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's over, baby. I loved you. You are beautiful, but there's a time when things just ain't working, and it ain't working. And that's how you end it. Really, it's over with. I love you, but you gotta go. And that's just how it is. Let me see what happens. He has huge support. Well, they're saying he's got huge support. He's got huge balls. He's got huge everything. I don't know. That might be true. Right? And a pocketbook to go with it. I'm not sure. It's not my job to find out. I'm just a reporter, couch potato reporter. That's all. I don't care. Regarding of what has happened. Regarding of what has happened. We have no idea what happened. We weren't there. If we were there, we probably would have stopped it. Right? We don't want to see any woman get beat, not unless she's purely evil. Then I probably would have helped them, but I'm just joking. I'm going to grab the Bible and the holy water and commence the cleansing. But all glory goes to God, King of Kings. And that's what we got. That's what we're getting. That's what they're putting out. Right? We have no idea if it's true. Are we still going to watch JLR? Sure, I was watching them earlier. We're still going to watch these people. We're going to watch Miss Magnolia and all of them, and even Miss Debbie. But, we don't know if it's true. And like I said, if it ain't true and it's all lies, well, what do we got? We got a racket. And the racket is trying to get people to talk about it so they can try and sue people. It's all a racket. It's all a racket. Or JLR's become so big the government now hates them and they're putting out fake documents. Now we got the government and the police force putting out fake documents. Either way, we win. The American citizens and the people, we win because no matter what, something bad happened out of it or something ain't real. I mean, if if this did happen, he needs to take accountability, period. I don't know. You know, I take responsibility for me. I beat myself down. I really do. People even know it. I just feel guilty for everything, and even the Lord's gone. You really shouldn't feel guilty for that, but and I do still, still. But you pick yourself up, you go on, you'll meet new women, you'll find new love. You know, ain't worth going to prison for the rest of your life. The bar for the connection is very high these days. I don't know what's high. Obviously, I'm not high enough to even watch this crap. It's that crazy. No, no one should be laying hands on man or woman shouldn't be laying hands violently on each other. Lovely, yes. Yeah. Violently, no. No. I don't see any violence in making love and beating a woman at the same time. That's not love. Did you see the Afro Man trial? I don't know. Did you buy my Afro Sack? Johnny Kramer's Afro Sack hair tonic for man's genitalia? These women are going crazy for Afro Sack. Unzip and stand back. Afro Sack. Get it now while you can. Amazon 19.99. Johnny Kramer. Afro Sack. I can't decide which of the parody songs is best. I'm gonna have to write a song for it. Dun, 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 dun. Johnny Kramer's Afro Shack. I got the women going crazy. Got the hair and the Afro sack. It's like a big giant nest. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, get it at Amazon 19.99. Now, maybe something like that. Maybe, possibly. I'll work on it. See, maybe something like that. I'll just have to find out. But you can get your Afro Sack at JohnnyKramers.com. Uh, Afro Sack tonic, hair tonic. For you guys that want a full head of hair on your nutsack, which I want you all to be going ahead and checking your mail each day for free tickets to my new film festival, To Can't You on These Nuts Incorporated, LLC. So, we'll be showing all kinds of stuff and promoting Johnny's Afro Sack hair tonic. Mill Johnny is not a tiny man, okay? Yeah, I'm tiny. I am small man. And I'm just looking for a good woman, a small woman to love a small man. Because I'm small. It is God that is big. I'm small. Small man. Small. Now, where were we? Yes. RC. RC, you know what? You've been in here for so long, I'm going to give you a free coupon. A free coupon. $5 off of Johnny's Afrosac hair time. God bless him. See, you deserve what you get then, Johnny. No, Debbie Fox, I deserve what you said. I saw that on White Boy's channel. Millie, Johnny is not a tiny man, okay? Tiny. Debbie is a tiny woman. RC, game over. There ain't no game. What do you think this is? WWF wrestling? It's a game. Dun. No, this ain't WWE wrestling. All right. Go for it, Millie. Yes, he is like a tiny little guy. No, I'm not tiny. I'm huge. 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 Just for that, RC, I'm taking away. Oh, wait. Melissa Hagenbottom, I'm taking away your free ticket to Toucan Chew on these nuts. Film Festival Corporation, LLC, back. Now, we have brought you all the great cases over the years, all the great movie scripts I've done. I want to thank all you people for watching, but the facts are either if this is real or not, if it's all a lie, then we will be prosecuting the Colon County Sheriff's Office for fake documentation, fraudulent paperwork. And if it is real, well, they're looking for Mr. JLR, so be prepared for an arrest, which we will be covering that on this channel if there's an arrest. Now, here come all the trolls over from all these channels that hate these big boys with big toys, all this stuff coming over here to try and stir me up. Not today, Satan. Not today. We're rolling deep this year. Now, is there anything else you folks need to know? We will be back with more content, more information if this comes out once again. I must say that we have no idea if this is true. It's only content right now that people are putting out. Whether it's false, I'm not sure. But there's no law against showing it. Therefore, Jonathan Lee Richards is an innocent man until proven guilty or arrested by the courts of the law. And his victim, if this is true, well, we pray for that little lady. It's obvious she didn't deserve this if she was only observing something on Mr. Richards' phone that she confronted him about. I hope it wasn't my adult portfolio calendar photos. I hope not. But it could have been. I'm not sure. These men do like to act as women to try and get information to blackmail and steal. Well, I'm not living on Epstein Island. So many you thought you could use a playbook, a play out of the Epstein Island. We'll just blackmail everybody. Well, guess what? There'll be no more blackmailing in America. No. What is that? Was a guy. We'd have no idea if it was a guy or a man. These women's bodies have been changed over to man's. These men's bodies have been changed over to women's. We have no idea who you people are or what race or creed or alien ship you came from. Now, is there anything else you folks have any questions about? If not, then I will be back. I got chores to do. I'll be back with more content. Mrs. Fox, is there anything you want to say other than I'm hung like a gnat? Other than you've seen gerbils hung more than me? I'm not gonna put her down. You got a beautiful face and a beautiful mind and body. Mrs. Fox, go ahead, get mad. Now, is there anything you want? I don't care. And when men stop caring about Karens, don't matter. We're done with it. All right, then. It looks like the cat has got everyone's tongue. We will be back with more information, more content as this story unfolds. Once again, we have no idea if it's true or not, nor do we really care. Now, you folks have a great day. We'll be seeing you on the sunny side. And let's take a look at creation. What a beautiful day. Shadows. And you should have paid attention to them shadows in the bridge guy of the Delphi case, because even the shadows and the Native American Indians can tell what time it is from just shadows. Now, you folks have a great day. God bless. Wait a minute. Somebody said, so are you the sounds of one of my little brawlers? I'm gonna give you a little brawler, young. You bunch of you. Yeah, keep it up, Debbie. I'll be expecting an apology note from you on my desk in the morning, Miss Fox. Thank you very much. Now have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.